And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Darkest Dungeon. We finished off the Apprentice bosses. We're now moving into Veteran tier. At some point we'll go back into Apprentice just to level up the 4 or so people we got on the bench up to 3. But, well, maybe we go back into Apprentice to do that. But for the moment, we see an opportunity to go after the Necromancer with the good old Reginald Dismas team, known as Red Hook here. And I think we got a decent chance of taking the boss down here. Hopefully it is not overconfidence being this low in Insidious Killer today. We want food. And torches. Key, shovel, this is the ruins. We take a couple extra holy waters, a couple herbs, and a couple extra keys. Yeah, we got right the amount of money we want to go into the dungeon with. So hopefully we don't die. We'd like to leave with some money in
I
time.
entertained a delegation of experts from overseas, eager to plumb the depths of their knowledge and share with them certain techniques and alchemical processes I had found to yield wondrous and terrifying results. Having learned all I could from my visiting guests, I murdered them as they slept. A devil walks these halls. Only the mad or the desperate go in search of him.
So he's probably going to be the farthest one away, so he's probably down there. So I don't see the point of taking the left turn down here. Leave the books alone. No luck with scouting. The Slavering Ghoul. It's a new one at this difficulty. Do I go for the Disorienting Blast? Sure. If we can hit the broadside of horn. Ooh, that's going to be one thing we're going to run into here on the hard difficulty, is they're better at dodging. Try for the stun. Did get the stun. Okay, so the Ghoul's not going to be able to do anything. Although we also get hit with the Eldritch Pull. And not resist because... Weird, new to veteran, yes. Okay. Oh, I forgot to swap that out for the other one anyway. Okay, might as well go for the bleed. The Ghoul's not completely resistant to bleed either. Not quite enough to bring the Ghoul down.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Ringing ears. Blurred vision. The end approaches. Decimated.
Okay, would be best if we could stun him. And not kill him.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
It's providing us some information about what's upcoming. Oh, it is not quite a map to the entire dungeon. But yeah, giving us an idea. So unless that's the boss, and I don't think it is, the boss is down this way. So we're going the right way.
The light The promise of safety.
Heal. Let's go for the stun. De-stealth you. Hit the bone veteran. So don't have to worry about the bump in the night in this turn. Oof. We're seeing the level of damage they can output at this level, which is quite a bit.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
You're taking 5 damage a round. If I can double stack that, you'll be dead on your turn. So it's turn.
Gently. This is how a life is taken. Destroyed.
Got the crit. Was hoping to do barely any damage and did lots of damage.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Swap out to Noxious Blast so we get more blight damage. We're going to want the blight damage against the boss. Nope, has in the map inside.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear. A devastating blow.
Okay, probably not going to stun, but we'll try to go for the stun either way. Oh, it did stun. Well, that's good. Loses his turn then. We don't get to find out what the Bone Commander does, other than command the bones. Okay, guy in the back's dead. That guy's dead.
A death by inches. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. The will to fight falters.
Go for the stun. Only 50-50 on the stun, so we're not going to be guaranteed.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
If I do any damage, he's dead. Do you think I'm going to take more or deal more? I'm going to hope that we, with the stress heal, can benefit more from healing than attacking. Yeah, that was probably not. It's probably the wrong call. Although he's dead on his turn, so could be worse.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Ignore the books. Dismouth is probably the one best at trapping. And 90% is not perfect, but 90% is enough. Most of the time. Gargoyles and cultists.
In Radiance, may we find victory. A decisive pummeling. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Successful dodge. Successful dodge. Off to a good go here.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
You're gonna take 5 damage, you got 4 left, so you are dead already. Confirm the kill on the first one. So now as soon as they take their turn,
As
they
the
are
fiend
dead.
falls, a faint hope blossoms.
There we go.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Dump the jade, take the portraits.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
This should be a fight. Here we are. Got pretty good heal, or pretty good health, so we'll go for the stun.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it. Continue the onslaught.
Okay, that did 5 more damage than I needed it to, but that works. And except overkill. Overkill works. Okay, Mr. Sergeant goes for his Graveyard Slash.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Bone Marksman's gonna survive with 1 hit point. I need to de-stealth you. Well, if we can do that, I'm gonna bash you in the face. Should have actually just hit him with a normal blow, but that'll work.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Okay, Bone Veteran's dead. Go for the heal. I think we beat him on the initiative. We do.
Precision and power.
And the Bone Bulwark is dead on his turn. So we'll go for the heal here. There we go. Successful played fight.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
It's a little bit early for the fire, but we're gonna do the fire here.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze.
Bandit sense. Clean guns. Hopefully the boss is within 4. And we'll pray. Use the key on the chest. Yeah, well, actually, I'll drop the gold for the onyx. Continue on our way. Get some scouting report for the upcoming hallways. Yeah. 50-50. Boss is either there or boss is there. We think the boss is there, based on normal trends. This is
Even
why
the
we make a
cold
shovel.
stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Going ahead and collecting the buffs for the boss, okay. Okay, so the boss is there. We are going to have one hallway fight on the way there, though.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Okay. Good roll. Yeah, let's stack up more blight on this guy. So he's dead on his next turn. Want you to do a heal. course, I have no bandages. Okay. So we're going to try to heal through the bleed. Oh, actually, I can clear the bleed with the Plague Doctor. Let's clear the bleed with Plague Doctor. Instead of going for the Blight, which is more damage that we don't really need. Of course, we get the bleed back. You kind of want to stall. Because we'd like to clear that bleed and not have to deal with that in this fight. Okay. Finish him off this time.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Take the bust here. Leave the money behind.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
And it will stay there waiting. Here's the boss.
Towering, fierce, terrible.
Necromancer himself.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Oh, we actually managed to stun him. Nice. Oh, I can't de-stealth first spot. Okay. Although if I can hit... Well, I can still hit the stealth guy. Okay, we're that way. Good to know. Going for the hit the Necromancer hard, fast, and repeatedly until he dies.
A singular strike.
Okay, so he's gonna push himself farther back. Yeah, not enough to get rid of number 2. So we need to get rid of number 2. Okay. Oh, number 2 has de-stealthed himself. That works. Can work with that.
Masterfully executed.
Oh, we stunned him. He's dead. It's only a matter of time. That was a nice, efficient Necromancer kill.
With no living sinew to actuate them, will these walking bones finally fail?
Will these walking bones finally fail? Yes. This set will at least. Okay. We're gonna leave this dungeon. Cash out our winnings here. Nice bonus for the Blight Doctor. Stun and Blight skill chance. And accuracy. Stress we can usually work with. Ooh, level 4. Although we don't have the equipment to follow that up with. Black Plague. Well, we know where you're going. Rabies. Rabies is not that bad. It's accuracy for damage. Thin Blood. Light Resist. Okay.
The town is alive with wild merriment and desperate jubilation.
All treatment facilities free. Okay, time to make use of those treatment facilities. Sanatorium. Thinking we go up to the sanatorium here as well. Really lean in on
Curious
the free.
methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
So, rabies we'll roll with. Oh, we'd like to get rid of calm. It is free right now to get rid of it, so... Rabies we're fine with. I'd appreciate if you did not have fear of the mankind. The Black Plague needs to go. So you're going to the medical ward. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you at all. These are, experiences religious vigilance. Okay. Not allowed to gamble. Fine. Stress of torch of blood 25. Okay, so don't take Dismouth into torchless runs. Tense craving alcohol. Depending upon that's likely to get him to drink things in the dungeon. We probably don't want him to, but that's fine. Like this is, he just interacts randomly with stuff in the dungeon, and we can work with that if we have to. Doesn't mean we like it. Just means we can work with it. So yeah, we don't need to mess with. So I'm thinking for this upcoming week, unless I'm gonna go in after another boss, and I could actually go after the Fulminating Prophet. We need a good way to hit the backline to take the Prophet down, I think. Need a good way to hit the backline. The Veld right now also only has a low tier, so that's the other place I'd probably be interested in playing. Activate 3 protective wards. Short veteran. Grave Robber gain blight skill chance. Grave Robber is not the type we usually use the blight skills on. Yeah, that's Poison Dart. So that's a bonus 25% chance to Poison Dart to affect Blight. For 4 dodge, I'm not sure I'm really on with that item. There's, as I just said, there's like one thing you use it for, and it probably does that real well. Cudgel Weight, extra stun chance on the Hound Master, although that's the melee Hound Master, not the versions we're usually in the back with Hound's Rush, Hound's Harry, which is the combo we're doing right now. So I can see why we would want that. It's also only uncommon. Again, it's something for speed, which we don't want to really do. Healing skills. Healing received. Dodge, accuracy, and stress, although it's only accuracy on range skills. Oh, and stress is bad, right? So this is dodge. It's the way you get it for getting it for the dodge. Again, there are multiple different ranged. Range wouldn't be too bad. You've got flashing daggers, thrown dagger, poison dart. You've got a range build for your grave robber. I'm running my melee at the moment. This doesn't quite work on mine. Also, I have it on the one where I would use the range, right? Got flashing daggers on one. I'd go after that boss. Do you want to put the range team together? Right. So the range team would be something like you up front. Well, not necessarily that one. Well, maybe that one. Depends on how upgraded the Handsome Anubis is. I think I have more than one occultist. So by class. Yes, I have more than one occultist. Full Abyss Word. So you're probably the one we'd want to throw up front. And then we'd throw, say, you in the back. Sniper shot. You basically serve as the healer, sniper in the back. Although I'm going to do this, we're running into a problem with a lot of these guys of... Well, 3-3 isn't that bad. You're equipped 3-3... 3-3? Yeah, you're equipped 3-3. Okay, now we can probably work this. And what I'm trying to think is, like, oh, do I want to go after this boss? And I don't really want to necessarily spend a lot to go after this boss. Run someone like you for the stress heal, although maybe I don't need the stress heal. Everyone's got pretty good stress at the moment. And you finale into the back rank. You could finale into the back rank. So when it comes time for you to drop your murder, you could get back there. So then I need someone to probably mark would be the way to go. Yeah, run. We'd have to upgrade your equipment, but that would probably run. That'd probably work. You in the back with Arbalist, you can do the marking. And if the mark lasts long enough, technically you could follow up with Collect Bounty as well. Collect Bounty also doesn't hit the backline, so that would be the problem in this fight specifically. Although Flashbang hits the backline. You can hit the backline. In fact, we can try to do Demon's Pool to pull them closer so other people can hit. You're getting accuracy buffs, and crit buffs. And then if we've marked them, just snipe, 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 snipe. That might work. That might work. Might just work. Okay. If we're doing that, we're going to want to get the team equipped for the delve they're about to descend into. Ooh. Yeah, I'd have to roll the low skill. We do definitely at least want the base equipment, right? So we'd want to be rolling in. It was the one who was only rolling 2s. Bounty hunter is. There you go. So we'd want to roll, upgrade the armor, so that's 300 right there. And I probably want to do upgrade the main thing each one of them are doing. And so, or at least doing for the boss battle. So like mark target for the boss. Pull for the pull chance. Oh, and then we want to do the heal. No, I don't think I have enough money to get this team together to do the boss. I run too much risk of losing the team. So I think we're going to do a fun team rather than a dangerous team. Go in for just a bunch of money. Sort of go unequipped, but with a very heavy damage focused team. Just try to blitz guys down. Do like a short delve for... Yeah, do like a short delve in the ruins or something. Do short delve in the ruins, and we'll take the dance party. Do you want to bring a healer with us, or do you want to go full dance party? Full dance party is tempting. That would be Dial. Well, Dial is probably someone we want to send into... Yeah, Dial is someone we want to send into... get one of his trades treated. Let's do that while we've got it free. So we can look at our diseases. Wasting I can roll with, that's not bad. Wasting's not that bad. So you got 2 free treatments. Wasting tapeworm's not that bad. Bad humors or just max HP? Yeah, we want to get that fixed. Accuracy for damage. Especially running that with the Jester wouldn't be too bad. Just boost the accuracy of the Jester and then roll the extra damage into the enemy. That's almost like a strat right there. So if that's the case, we might as well get rid of the Wasting Sickness on someone. Get rid of the Wasting Sickness on you. So all the facilities in theory are free. Just... Well, the rest would be stress relief, right? Or our stress relief. So I might as well send... Sort by stress. You've got the most stress. And we're not taking Dismas's team in, so we might as well free up Dismas's stress as well. That's basically all the stress on the team. Okay.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Yeah, we've not been to the Darkest Dungeon yet. We have done part 1 for all the bosses. Yeah, thinking something dance team-ish. Just have something interesting. Although I could put someone in the back that's not a dance team, just like a healer or something. Like we could take you into the back. Warrior of Light, bonus damage to torture those 75%, extra damage in the Warrens. Extra damage for melee skills in the range character. Yeah, great. Great job, guys. Could do the short in the ruins. 15% healing skill would not be too bad. I don't think we want to run double Grave Robber. Yeah, I think we go healer in the back. Interesting enough, the only healers I have... Actually, we could run a cultist. We can put one of the cultists. We can put the back of the cultist in the back. We can curse Abyssal Artillery, Word Construction. Yeah, let's grab you. And I think you're the only one we're going to equip improving equipment on is the healer. The rest will just rely on damage, maybe? So. Combat skills. You're going to want to improve your healing. Oh, interesting. This is a situation where we're actually going to do more... In the situation where we bleed ourselves, we do more damage to ourselves. Basically, it's 3 more damage. The risk of damage is 3 more damage for 2 more potential heal. I'm still going to go with it. I might just intentionally take a few extra bandages. Then we go up again, which this one would be pure bonus. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we're mostly bringing you along for the heal. Not going to worry too much about the accuracy on your abilities. And I suppose if we're doing dance team, I should probably, if we're going to do this properly, we bring in and upgrade the move abilities on our dance team. Oh, I suppose that also makes you the other healer in the situation where we need to heal. So I'll buff the heal. No, you have a self-heal. I don't want to overspend here, so we're just going to roll as is. Anyway, we're going to go into the Warrens. Short run to the Warrens for this heal buff. Do we have trinkets on everyone? Do you have a trinket that I want to put on you? That's always the second question. Got an open spot. You know, we'll shove the solar crown on you. Do stress. A little tempting to shove bleed resist on someone else, but I think everyone else has got decent stuff. Okay. Into the dungeon. Nice short, explore 90% of rooms. in the Warrens. So we're going to provision up. This is a short one, so we're going to take like 12 food. Shovel, keep 10 torches. Couple herbs. Couple holy waters. Bandages, and a couple anti-venom. So we'll roll like this. Hopefully we make good profit. We'd like to improve the equipment to our people. ASAP, which means we need to rake in, actually, weirdly, money. I probably should prioritize the money over more stuff.
We must first scout the squalid homes.
Okay, so let's go to the dead end first. There's a trap over here. Grave Robber should be able to disarm the trap real easily. Into the room. There's nothing in that room. It's back the way we came. Hallway fight.
Well struck. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. The light, the promise of safety.
Okay, that hasn't burnt his stealth. It gets it for one more turn. As I say, I think that burnt his stealth. That's not how the stealth works in this game. Got some AoE, so I can still hit him, even though he's stealthed.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay, enemy team destroyed.
These nightmarish
Probably could have done with a little bit of
creatures
stalling
can be
there,
felled. They can be
what it is.
beaten.
This is why scouting is valuable. Yeah, I'm going to pass up on that. It's probably a proper way to interact with that, but I do not know it. Hallway fight. We're gonna go for the heal. And we resist the bleed. Good to see. Go for the hit the entire enemy team. Not quite enough to down the stress healer. Well, that will confirm that the stress healer will not be operational.
Destroy them all. Impressive.
I'm actually gonna go for the heal here.
Soothed. Sedated.
I think we've got the initiative, so we get to go first.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And we did enough with that heal, though. I think a weakening curse here.
Confidence
Finishing him off.
surges
There
as
we
the
go.
enemy crumbles.
I'm gonna hit it with a shovel. It's not the shovel. It's just to loot it and hopefully that it's not bad. Event? Yeah, possibly. Nope, not quite enough to get the spawn. Spawn dodges. I think this team is working reasonably well for early veteran.
A decisive
There we go.
pummeling.
Backline's dealt with. We crit the corpse. Pulls the bleed off of you. We do need to do some damage to the Swine Reaver at some point. Clear your bleed. I rolled a 0 and bled myself. That was the worst of results.
Dazed. Reeling. About to break.
Oh, and he's done. Oof. Worst of all the possible results.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oof. Bunch of stress. Okay, well, we know we're sending them next time we're back in town. Send them anywhere, send them to lose stress. Scouting. Tells us there's treasure in the next room. We could technically skip the fight, because this is a guaranteed fight. Although we don't know if there's a fight the other way around. So, might as well take the fight we know instead of the fight we don't know right now.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Much better. Getting large corpse eater is not optimal. But it's working. Okay, I'm gonna relight that torch.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Precision and power.
Okay, it's still in its turn, so we should focus on healing. I'd like you to not suffer the stress effect. And now it does.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
I'm gonna give myself a run out of food, but I think that's the way to play that. Okay, not going too bad.
To a killing blow.
Definitely making the best of terrible situations here.
Masterfully executed.
Okay, we're gonna have you clear your own bleed. It's not a great heal, but it's a decent bleed killer. You finish him off. And you clear your own bleed. It's also not a it's a really terrible heal. Heal.
Vigor
8.
is
Not bad.
restored. A powerful blow.
Let me go for the heal.
A momentary abatement.
Technically, from a stress healing standpoint, I should be doing the Crusader, but we also need to survive the dungeon. Nothing more stressful than watching a team member die.
Be wary. triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
What to check? I'm gonna check the anti-venom and the medicinal herb. Gonna use the key on the chest. I can't take all the portraits. Well, I can take all the portraits with us, then we're just leaving stuff behind.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Okay. We're gonna have one more fight, and then we are done. Oh, that's gonna take him over 100.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
Okay, so we can get rid of the stress healer. If we can hit the stress healer. Okay, since we fail to hit the stress healer again. Okay. Got the stress dealer. I'm the stress healer, they're the stress dealer. Gotta keep those straight. They don't heal my stress, well, unless we crit them.
The ground quakes. A singular strike.
Here we go. One left.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And we're done the dungeon. We're leaving. We got no space in the inventory to loot more stuff.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Natural swing. Creeping cough. Resolution. We'll never drink. Okay, so creeping cough is the only one I really want to get rid of.
Ancient and crumbling, the Abbey's
Cloister is
masonry
locked, although
fares
the
no
transcript
better than
and the
faith of
penance
its
hall are cheaper.
congregation.
Bloodletting was a bit too effective. Cloister is locked, okay. Okay. So we know that one of our people was sick. Bad humors. You want to go get that fixed. We want to send Mattel pretty much anywhere to try to deal with the this level of stress. So we'll send in one of the places that's cheaper. Creepy cough, we probably want to deal with that as well. So back to healing the disease. Yeah. Endry came out pretty much intact. That's with healing, ray, stress relief, crit damage, or crit on range skill, negative for a person who does melee. Yeah, that's not a problem. Probably don't want stress versus humans, but it's probably not worth getting rid of right now. This team's ready to go back out again if we want to. So we might think about that. A long, complete 100% of room battles. Debuffs just bleed resist. Crit if torch is low. Accuracy if torch is low. I think we're a little early for making a low light team. Although, that's some nice buffs if you're going for low light. Stun, debuff chance, crit chance, the cost of virtue, and extra stress. Or we could go after the boss. Full meeting, profit again. We don't actually have an antiquarian, so that's not a particularly great trinket for us. Or we go after the Tome of Holy Healing, which is bonus healing at the cost of max HP on Vestals. And we do tend to run the Vestals for heals. So you got this decent ability to get the back. You actually have no ability to hit the back, although you're the healer, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. That's maybe not good for going up against the Prophet here. The Prophet has a bad habit of finding his way to the back. You could hit the back, although without marking, you might struggle to do enough damage if you're the only one hitting there, although good old Blight would be kicking in there, right? Leaning towards doing this explore room, but this will be in the next part. Twitch chat's asking, do I have an antiquarian? No, I do not have an antiquarian. I also tend not to do a low light. But yeah, there's a couple different decent trinkets in here. Like that would be probably pretty good if you're doing a low light build. That would probably be pretty nice if you're going to antiquarian. I think we're probably going to win here for this occultist one. Probably what we're going to do. Also work towards spawning one of the weld bosses. Stun resist, blight resist, bleed resist on a leper. Okay. Man at arms, move and stun at the cost of damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna go into this one. We're gonna go ahead and take good old Red Hook here, and try to get one of the weld bosses to spawn. But if you're watching on YouTube, that will be tomorrow's part. And if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around, but this is going to be the midstream break where I go make a new cup of tea. So we'll be back to continue recording another 2 parts after the cup of tea is brewed. So until next bit, wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.